We're going to turn now to some big announcements from President Trump at his meeting in China. He says he reached a temporary truce in his trade war. That after meeting with China's Xi Jinping last evening. But before the meeting, the president also made an announcement about nuclear weapons, an announcement that could be seen as a provocation. Ed O'Keefe is at the White House covering it all for us. Ed, good morning. A lot of questions here.
There sure are, Tony. The president's on his way back here, but that meeting with Xi Jinping was the grand finale and main event of the president's week-long trip to Asia. The leaders of the two largest economies talked for over an hour and 40 minutes. The president says the U.S. can sign a trade deal with China, quote, very soon, after they settled some key issues.
And we're going to have a very successful meeting, I have no doubt.
In their first face-to-face meeting since 2019, President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping greeted each other warmly as they met for much-anticipated trade talks.
It's a great honor to be with a friend of mine.
After imposing retaliatory tariffs for the last 6 months, Trump now says they have a deal that could be signed pretty soon.
We have a deal. Now, every year we'll renegotiate the deal, but I think the deal will go on for a long time.
While nothing is official yet, Trump says the U.S. will reduce tariffs on Chinese goods by 10% as China works to reduce the flow of illegal fentanyl. And Trump says China will resume buying American soybeans and ease its limits on the export of rare earth minerals needed to make batteries and other key technology.
There's no roadblock at all on rare earth. That will hopefully disappear from our vocabulary for a little while.
According to Chinese state media, Xi agreed the two reached a consensus on important economic and trade issues. The president says he plans to go to China in April as the two leaders continue to mend a volatile relationship.
On the scale of from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would say the meeting was a 12. Okay. I think it was a 12. I think very importantly, you know, just the whole relationship is very, very important.
Very interesting, Ed. But before you go, on the nuclear question, just before the meeting, Trump said he was directing the Pentagon to resume testing nuclear weapons. What more can you tell us on that?
Yeah, the president said in a social media post that he wants to resume those tests on a, quote, equal basis with Russia and China. That would be a major shift since the U.S. hasn't carried out such tests since the early 1990s. The president offered no details about the timing of the specific tests by other countries he was referring to. Also on this trip, the president said his administration is going to share technology that will allow South Korea to build a nuclear-powered submarine. Over here in the U.S. in Philadelphia, the South Koreans want to do so to defend the waters around the Korean peninsula. So it's a big military win for the Koreans and a potential economic boost for the United States. Tony?
All right, Ed, thank you very much.